Hello everyone. I am currently with my father-in-law and my son. He is, my father-in-law is getting a blood transfusion. As you guys, some of you may know, he's fighting cancer right now, which is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. You know, my daughter had that, as well as HLH. But on to more positive things. Let's talk. My son actually gave me, excuse me, actually gave me the idea today for a subject of patience, having patience with yourself, having patience with other people while you're grieving, and while they're grieving. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, neither was the fact that, goodness, I'm sorry, that you lost a loved one abruptly. Even if you knew it was coming, it still felt abruptly. And it's a patience game, being patient with yourself while you're healing, being patient with your loved one, whoever it is, friend, family, whoever, acquaintance, coworker, being patient with them as they grieve if they've had a loss. None of this is easy, and it takes time to get through and process feelings. For example, my daughter passed away 4.5 years ago. I just started grieving last year. I think I was in shock, but I had to be patient with myself. I had to figure out my emotions, and sometimes it's hard. You don't realize the magnitude of things as they're happening in front of you. It's like I stated in a previous video, a lot of what ifs and what else can you do to get through the moment. But be patient with yourself and be patient with your friends. Don't be afraid to tell people that you need time. You need time to grieve. They need to be patient with you. They need to respect that in you, that you have a lot to process and you need to get through it, but not on their time frame. And that's okay. Like I stated before, some people feel inconvenienced by your feelings, and that's okay. Just keep reminding people that what you're going through is going to take time, and they need to be patient with you and love you. And if they need to love you from afar, ask them to pray for you. That's the best thing to do. And sometimes you, as the grieving person, needs to step away and just understand what you're going through and be patient with yourself. The best thing to do is to sit down and get your feelings under control. You don't know what you're feeling other than shock at the moment. You don't. I was going at the seat of my pants 90 miles an hour. I was not being patient with myself. I was pushing myself into different things just to keep my brain occupied. That's not healthy. I wasn't going through the motions of losing my daughter. I didn't want to face it. And if I said it out loud, I was acknowledging it. I got milkweed all over me. I'm out here in the garden area at the cancer center. Anyway, I didn't process my feelings. My friends and family were telling me that, hey, you're not going through what a mother should be going through after losing your daughter. Well, I was afraid. And I asked everybody to be patient with me, and people started saying I needed to hurry up and grieve, and I felt overwhelmed, and I also felt like I needed to be strong for everybody else. So I had to sit down and get patient with myself. I had to acknowledge that, my daughter was gone. I had to acknowledge the pain that came with that. I had to acknowledge the fact that I was never going to see her again on this planet. I have faith in Jesus that I'm going to see her in heaven someday. I'm just trying to keep on the straight and narrow, being patient with myself. I know I'm not perfect, but I pray that if you meet somebody who's going through the grief walk, that your heart shows kindness to them and that your mind gives them patience, because your heart can't override your mind and your mind can override your heart. And sometimes we want to just push people through because like I stated before, we feel inconvenienced. Don't do that. Just don't. Be kind. There's a way. But today's going to be a shorter video. I'm going to start posting every other day. I don't want to burn anybody out. Plus, I've got a lot going on in the background here. But I didn't want to leave everybody, hanging today. So I'll probably be posting every other day and, have different subjects. Maybe even visit some other ones and go even into more depth about them. But regardless, be kind, be patient, and choose to not be stuck in this all the time. I pray the Lord just bless every one of you. And again, thank you for your continued support. Keep sharing our videos. And, we're working up to Faith and Flowers and going to make that a podcast where I have different people eventually coming in and, interviewing people during their grief process. So, because grief doesn't look the same for everybody, But again, I thank you. God bless and peace. Have a very beautiful, blessed day.